Have you ever felt it? That subtle whisper on the wind, a strange warmth in the winter sun, or a storm that felt just a little too personal. What if it wasn't just weather? What if it was nature, trying to tell us something? For centuries, we've seen nature as a backdrop to our lives, a resource to be used. But what if we've had it all wrong? What if nature is a living, breathing entity, and right now, it's asking for our help? Let's journey back in time. Think of ancient cultures, the ones who saw divinity in the rivers and spirits in the forests. They listened. They understood the delicate balance. A late frost wasn't just a weather event. It was a message. A dry riverbed wasn't just a lack of rain. It was a sign of distress. They lived in a conversation with the earth. But as our societies grew, as cities of concrete and steel replaced ancient woods, we started to lose our hearing. The whispers of the earth were drowned out by the noise of progress. We stopped listening and started taking. And for a long time, nature was patient. It absorbed our mistakes, quietly mending the scars we left behind. It buffered the excess carbon we pumped into the sky. It filtered the pollutants we poured into its waters. It gave and gave, asking for nothing in return. But there's a limit to everything, even the resilience of a planet. And now, we're seeing the signs that nature's patience is wearing thin. The whispers have become cries. Look at the Amazon, the lungs of our planet. For decades, it has been shrinking, hectare by hectare. The fires that rage there aren't just random occurrences. They are like a fever, a symptom of a body under immense stress. Each fallen tree is a gasp for breath. When we see those plumes of smoke blotting out the sun, that's nature showing us its pain, showing us where it hurts. It's a desperate plea to stop the bleeding, or travel to the poles, to the vast, icy kingdoms of the Arctic and Antarctic. The glaciers, ancient rivers of ice that have stood for millennia, are now weeping into the sea. Scientists show us charts and graphs of melting rates, but what we're really seeing is a world's thermostat breaking. The cracking and calving of massive icebergs isn't just a spectacular sight. It's the sound of our planet's cooling system failing. It's a distress flare, a visual alarm bell that we can no longer ignore. The rising sea levels are the teardrops of a melting world. Think about the oceans, the cradle of life. We fill them with our plastic waste, turning vast stretches of blue into a toxic soup. When a whale washes ashore with a stomach full of plastic bags, it's not just a sad news story. It is a letter returned to sender, a stark message from the deep. Nature is showing us the consequences of our carelessness, holding up a mirror to our throwaway culture. The bleaching of coral reefs, those vibrant underwater cities, is like watching a forest turn to bone. It's the ocean crying out in agony, its voice a silent, ghostly white. And what about the animals? The mass extinction event we are currently living through is not a silent process. It's a chorus of goodbyes, the last call of a species that will never be heard again. The empty skies where migratory birds once flew. The silent forests where tigers once roamed. Each species that disappears is a word erased from the story of life on Earth. Nature is losing its vocabulary, its diversity, its richness, and it's happening on our watch. This isn't just about losing beautiful creatures. It's about the entire web of life unraveling. The weather itself has become a messenger. The hurricanes that grow stronger, the droughts that last longer, the floods that sweep away homes and histories. These aren't just freak events anymore. They are the planet's immune system in overdrive, reacting to the sickness we've introduced. When a storm of the century happens every other year, it's nature shouting, "Can you hear me now?" It's using the only language it has, the raw power of wind and water, to get our attention. It's easy to feel overwhelmed, to feel small and helpless in the face of such enormous challenges. It's tempting to look away, but that's the one thing we can't afford to do. Because the story isn't over yet. Nature isn't just crying out in pain. It's also calling for allies. It's asking for help. And the amazing thing is, we are the only ones who can answer. We are the ones who can be the healers, the restorers, the partners. The call for help isn't just in the disasters. It's also in the solutions that nature offers us. It's in the way a reforested area can bring back rainfall and heal the soil. It's in the power of mangroves to protect coastlines from storms far better than any man-made wall. It's in the potential of renewable energy, harnessing the sun and wind that nature provides in abundance. Nature is not just showing us a problem, it's also pointing toward the answers. So, what can we do? We can start by listening again. We can walk in a park and truly see the trees, not just as green objects, but as living beings. We can learn where our food comes from and choose to support farmers who work with the land, not against it. We can reduce our consumption, rejecting the idea that we need more and more stuff to be happy. Every piece of plastic we refuse, every meal we don't waste, every time we choose to walk or bike instead of drive, we are sending a message back to nature that says, "I hear you. I'm trying." We can also use our voices. We can talk to our friends and families about what's happening. We can support leaders in policies that prioritize the health of our planet. We can join community cleanups, plant trees, and support conservation organizations. Collective action is powerful. When millions of us answer the call, our individual whispers become a roar of change, a response that nature can finally hear. This isn't about guilt or fear. This is about love and responsibility. It's about recognizing that we are part of nature, not separate from it. Its fate is our fate. The earth is our home, the only one we have. When it asks for help, it's really asking us to help ourselves, to secure a future for our children and all the living things that share this beautiful, fragile planet. The next time you feel the wind on your face or see a storm gathering on the horizon, listen closely. You might just hear it. A question, a plea, a call to action. Nature is asking for help. It's time we answered. Thank you so much for watching. If this message resonated with you, please share this video to help spread the word. And don't forget to subscribe for more content that explores our relationship with the amazing world around us. Let's answer the call together.